minutes of the South Middleton School District, school board, and other administrators and such talking about this new Jedi program. And now I see it was on CBS 21 News a day or two ago.
South Middleton School District is looking to introduce a more diverse curriculum to make the school a more accepting place. However, some parents are really questioning some of the materials the district plans to introduce. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Nick Valturo reports from Iron Forge Elementary School with details.
Jasmine, about 100 parents showed up here tonight to find out just a little bit more about this curriculum.
Hi, I'm outside wearing a mask. No one's around. I'm out in the fresh air wearing a mask. I'm sorry, I just had to put that in there because he's wearing a mask.
Woo! The district plans to introduce. Now, the parents tell us they have no problem creating a more tolerant culture, but they do want to have some input and a little bit more transparency on what their kids are being taught. Superintendent Matt Strine is focusing on making South Middleton School District a more accepting place for students and staff.
Not tolerant, not putting up with them, but truly accepting and empowering students of all walks of life.
The school is rolling out its Jedi curriculum, an educational program encompassing racial sensitivity, empathy, and putting yourself in the position of others.
All of our students may need social justice, justice, equity, diversity, and inclusivity training, and we want to provide that.
Strine points out these changes won't happen overnight, but it's part of a bigger plan that could take up to 5 years to implement in the classrooms.
I think the plan is called communism, but I'm not sure.
We have a lot on our plate, but this can't wait. This is important.
We have a lot on our plate. I mean, we have kids, we've got drug issues, sexual issues, people that can't read, they can't do math. They've been traumatized by Governor Wolf's COVID policies. But we really need to drill deeper into focusing on how bad white people are and how bad our country is. That's just me thinking out loud. He didn't actually say that. Even if he did, I couldn't hear. He's wearing a mask.
You know, and we need to get started on it.
But parents are concerned that some of the materials aren't teaching equality, but rather creating even more division.
And we want to follow more the teachings of, the great Martin Luther King Jr., where character is what needs to be built, and we need to keep the bar high, but raise the floor.
Parents showed up tonight to meet with Strine to voice their concerns, many fearing the new Jedi program promotes critical race theory and other content not suitable for children.
That's exactly what it is. It's critical race theory, which is a crock of BS. And I know there's some woke white person that's going to call and say, no, it isn't. Yes, it is. I'm familiar with it. It's a crock. Any communist or worse country could have written that garbage. And it's pathetic that so many people have embraced it. It really is a crying shame that we have embraced compliance and obedience and guilt and envy and targeting instead of performance and aptitude and ability. We're embracing the wrong things. And you know why we're doing it? To give the people running the show more power. I think that administrator's a clown. I've never met him, but just hearing him speak about, well, we need to do this right now. Right now this is, you're coming off a year of what you dumped on our kids, yanking them out of school, telling them that the Black Plague is coming, making them wear a mask, suicides through the roof, drug use through the roof, dysfunction through the roof because of your stupid scamdemic. And now you're going to shift to everybody's a racist? Come on, man. Come on, man.
You're teaching an ideology as a fact that is inappropriate and not acceptable.
That is brilliant. I love it when what Danielle is a mom, and she just said something that nobody pays attention to. You're teaching an ideology as a fact. That's the problem. I think she may have just summed up the public school system and why it's failing so miserably. You're teaching ideology as fact. You're teaching your opinion, and opinions are just like you know what. Everyone has one. You're teaching it as fact. What if you just taught facts? How novel would that be? Hell, that would be more novel than the coronavirus if you just talk facts. But no, you've got to put racial justice in calculus, for God's sake, because that's your opinion. Amazing.
While these parents all stand behind a more inclusive school,
100%. We're behind diversity, inclusion, and equality.
they want to have some input on what's being taught to their kids.
We would like the community to be involved because parents, some of this material is very sensitive.
In addition to South Middleton, Hershey School District also plans to implement a similar curriculum. Now, Strine tells us parents do have the option to opt out if they do so choose, but he does encourage all families to participate.
Well, that's good. I thought that was a good story, too. I thought they covered it well. They got through the whole thing without saying, many people believe that Donald Trump is Satan and the crackers that voted for him are evil. I thought it was great that we got through without even hearing that. But the reason, and I read the parts of the curriculum, I only shared a little bit with you on the air, but the reason I brought it to your attention before this story was there are thousands of places around the country that are doing this, and we have been warned by people long before I even knew about it. Maybe your neighbors, maybe it was you. Citizen journalists, concerned parents, great parents, looking at this and going, what is this garbage? This is like stuff that was taught in North Vietnam about different races and rewriting history. I think that woman said it best, though. Danielle. I don't want to say her last name and embarrass her, but public schools teach ideology as fact. We'll be back. Our